Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first impression slash demo video using the new Tarte Tarteist Pro palette. But before I get into the demo, I do just want to quickly tell you guys some information in the background about the new Tarte palette. So I purchased the Tarte Tarteist Pro palette at Ulta Beauty for $53. This palette does come with 16 matte eyeshadows and 4 shimmering eyeshadows. I am currently on Ulta Beauty's website, and this is kind of the description of this palette. It says, take a makeup artist home with this high performance pro palette for Instagram worthy looks powered by healthy ingredients. It includes 16 long wearing matte eyeshadows infused with Amazonian clay for smooth blending and flake resistant wear. Wow. Plus 4 brand new iridescent luster shades with a micro shimmer duochrome formula, deeply concentrated mineral pigments, and a new smart blend technology give you the best in even intense payoff in a range of natural artistry, neutral to bold shades for all skin tones and skill levels. So the only thing I will say before I get into the demo and how I feel about it is that with the darkest shade in this palette, which is a matte black, it is called Punk, I am not impressed with. It's not consistent at all. It is a little choppy. It skips as well. So yeah. But that is the only thing I will say before I get into the demo and how I feel about this palette. So if you guys are interested in seeing if this palette is Allie approved, if I loved it, if I hated it, then please continue watching. I'm first going to prime my eyelids using the Benefit Stay Don't Stray eyelid primer in a light medium. And just put one little swipe. And then to blend that in, I'm going to go in with the Real Techniques base shadow brush and just blend that out evenly all the way up to the brow bone. So first I'm going to take the shade Bold, and I am going to use that to set my entire lid. And I'm just going to press that all the way kind of above my crease. Does this? The palette smells like chocolate. This eyeshadow is applying very evenly along my eyelids, which is already a good sign. So I really don't know what kind of look I'm going for, but I know I want to use this kind of, like, I don't know. I would say that's kind of like a magenta berry shade right here. It's the shade Mod. It's super, super pretty. So I am first, let's apply that in the crease. Ooh, so I'm first going to apply Mod in my crease with a large fluffy blending brush. And oh, right away, pigment bomb. So I'm just going to lightly blend that into the crease. And sorry if you could hear Shelby's like little dog tags clinging, but she's playing with her toy. This shade Mod, I'm going to be taking it from outer to inner corner. For some reason lately, I've been really into kind of blown out eyeshadow looks. I love the dramatic effect that it gives your eye or your makeup in general. So that is what I'm going to be doing with this shade. Ever since I started getting into makeup, I feel like Tarte's eyeshadows have always been really consistent. Like the blendability of them, the pigmentation. I have never used an eyeshadow palette or an eyeshadow by Tarte that is not like good. Some of the other Tarte eyeshadow palettes that I have are the Tartelet in Bloom and then the original Tartelet palette. Those ones I feel like everyone, you know, they have them and they love them. They're super, super pigmented, especially the first Tartelet palette, although that palette is all matte shades, they all, you know, they're all super pigmented and beautiful. Next shade I'm going to take is Drama, and it is a kind of more deep purple shade. And with a more precise blending brush, I'm going to literally stick that right into the socket of my eye and deepen that up. It's kind of looking like a black eye, but trust me, I think it'll come together. I'm gonna go back in with that fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to blend everything out just so it doesn't look harsh. Because I want this look to have a little bit more depth to it, I'm going to take the shade Smoked, which is the matte brown shade at the top row, and I'm going to go in with a more defined fluffy brush, and I am just going to place this on the outer V of the eye. Like I said, I just want to add some depth to this look, just so it's not just purples and kind of magenta shades. So I'm going to add a little bit more depth to this, and this shade is super pigmented, so be very careful. And I'm actually really impressed with this palette because I am having very minimal fallout. I literally think I just got fallout right here, but other than that, there isn't really a lot of fallout. There isn't really a lot of fallout, which is great. Now for the lid shade, I'm going to go in to Trendy, and Trendy is just so pretty to me. It is the bottom shade right here, and I believe it's one of their like metallic or shimmery shades. So yeah, I'm going to go in with a petite shader brush, and you know what? Let's see how this performs without any like Fix Plus or without any other setting spray. So let's just see how it truly performs. So I'm just going to place that on my lid. So without damping my brush, I do think that this eyeshadow did perform well. However, I do like my metallic or shimmery shades to perform to the best of their ability. So I am going to go in with some of my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Set or Pro Spray and Set spray. And I'm just going to spray that twice and then go back into that shade Trendy. And then we will apply this all over the lid and see how it does now that it's wet. Oh yeah, so that is what I want and that is what I like. You see how like just how shiny and how like poppin' my eyelid is now? That is what I like. I'm super impressed with how these eyeshadows just blended out and how easily they kind of just mesh well together. Also, the pigmentation is so good. So I'm now going to work on the lower lash line. First, gonna go in with Bold and kind of smudge that along my lower lash line just so that everything blends out evenly. When I do my lower lash line, I don't like to go in right away with bold or dark colors. I like to just go in first with the lightest shade that I used and then work my way up. So I'm going to go in with Mod, which was the second eyeshadow that we used, and smudge that one also across the lower lash line. And on the outer third of my lower lash line, I am going to apply Smoked. I'm not going to go all the way into the inner corner just because I don't want my eye to start to close up. Ooh, Smoked is pigmented. Oh my gosh. So that's it for Smoked. Now I'm going to go in with a blending brush and just blend everything out. To finish up this eye look, I am going to take the shade Glam, which is the second shimmery eyeshadow, and I'm going to place that onto the inner corner of both my eyes. So now that the eyeshadow is done for this look, I am going to now apply some mascara, eyelashes, and a lip off camera, and I will be right back with my final thoughts on the Tarte Tarteist Pro Palette. So now that my makeup is done, I can definitely say that this palette is for sure Allie approved. I really like how blendable each and every eyeshadow that I used was. I also like the pigmentation of every single eyeshadow that I swatched. I also like the shade selection. I think that Tarte does such an amazing job with picking each individual shade. I like that they didn't necessarily use any crazy eyeshadows that kind of stood out. The only eyeshadow that I think probably stood out was probably this trendy shade, but it goes well with this bottom row, I feel like. I also like the packaging of this palette. It is very compact and you get a nice size mirror. You can definitely travel with this. I also like that you can kind of just take this and not any other palette with you when you do end up traveling. You get your nice transition shades, your brown shades, your kind of pops of colors as well. You also get a nice brow bone highlight, whether that be matte or shimmery. So I really like this palette. So yeah, this palette is Allie approved. That is it for this first impression on the Tarte Tarteist Pro palette. If you guys enjoyed this video and cannot get enough of me, then please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe down below so you guys do not miss any of my future videos. Also, leave a comment down below letting me know if you guys are enjoying this palette just as much as I am. And do not forget to follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter so we can become friends. I think that is all I have to say. So until next time, bye guys.